Hello! I hope you are all safe and well. I am really excited and delighted that we now have a clear roadmap to the full reopening of schools and hopefully a clear plan that enables us to confront and deal with all the challenges of COVID-19 and get back to some semblance of normality as soon as possible. I am really impressed by the work that students have been doing at home for their home learning. The photos and the work that I have seen has been absolutely brilliant. Thank you to families and carers for supporting that. Thank you also to those students who've been in school. The way in which you have worked and the adaptations you have coped with have been fantastic. The roadmap gives us clear dates and hope for the future. However, there are a number of challenges that we need to think and be aware of going forward. As a secondary school, we will be aiming and hoping that we can test the vast majority of students as they come back in. What I'm going to need families to do, if you haven't already given consent for that, is to reply if you are going to give consent to that to emails you will get this week. That is really important because that will help me organise my testing team, who obviously won't be able to support or teach during the transition back to full college opening. We're also in the position that we now have an increased number of staff who need to shield. Shielding has been extended for staff who need to do that until the 31st of March, and the number of people has increased who that impacts. So we will have to have some gradual coming back to college for some students. The aim is we will start to fully open from the 8th of March, and our plan here at Oak Grove is on Thursday this week we're going to sit down with all the new variants of the guidance and guidance from Public Health England that we're still waiting for to plan what that will look like. We will be in contact shortly after that to explain how we intend to welcome everybody back to our community, and I just wanted you to be clear that we are working on it, we are focusing on it. If you have any specific questions or worries, please do email them to me, because then we can make sure in our planning we address them. We will come back to you about them, but if you're worrying about it, I know there will be other people who are worrying about it as well. We are going to have to work with Public Health England to make sure that any mitigation measures are actually going to work. And what's still really important is the rules around self-isolation don't change. So if a student or a member of a student's family or a staff member of family shows the symptoms of COVID-19, you will still need to isolate until you have a test result. And if that test result is positive, you will all still have to self-isolate for 10 days. Vaccinations, low case rates in the community won't change that. One thing that will change over time, some of the risk in college, is that the college staff have now been considered as key workers for the health and care sector. That is a local decision made by Sussex NHS, and I am very, very grateful for that. That means that staff have started to have their first jab in terms of the vaccination. Until 3 weeks after the second jab, though, they will not be considered to have been vaccinated. So at this stage, that does not act as a risk mitigation factor for anybody. And what we've got to be aware of going forward is that potentially, if all of my staff are vaccinated and have their second jab, that will not impact significantly on risk until mid-May in terms of the current timings. However, it's good that we've got access to it, and I'm very grateful for the teams that have enabled that to happen. I need to also say thank you to all of you, students, families, carers, staff, and all members of the staff team for everything you have done, the flexibility that you have shown over the last few weeks, coming on the continual flexibility and adaptability that you have had to demonstrate for nearly a year now. I am grateful for that, and I know that we will continue to show that going forward as hopefully we come out of our last lockdown. We will be in touch soon. Remember what I said, if you have a specific worry or concern, please email me. Look forward to seeing you all soon. Stay safe. Thank you.